between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Tory Taylor, to do the honors. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Reload. I'm coming. Hey, mayday.
Right to the air. It's Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. This one finds Thornton. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
From the gun, Levis has a man on target to Thornton. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, come on. Diamond.
Levis throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Levis, yet again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Penix going to throw straight away. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Penix here from the gun. He beams one deep right side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Penix on 3rd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Here's Thornton on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing now on 1st down. Levis. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
22 window.
On 1st down, here's Levis. Escapes the pocket. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Reload, let's go. 49's down, 22 Rita. Tracy, Panda.
Levis to the air now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Dante Thornton Jr. Incomplete. He was defended by Deron Bland.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mayday.
Throwing is Levis. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Intended for Dante Thornton. Incomplete. brings up a third down. And
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
22 Linda. 54 Rita. Like 54, like 54.
Third and long for him here. Finds his back complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Like zero. 18. Tracy. Diamond.
It's Levis once more. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be touchdown a yard shy of that marker.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Bengals' 11-yard line.
And again, it's Levis. Ball is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mo. 40 Rita. 18. Harvey. Push, alert, push. Hey, mayday.
They are throwing it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
Like 13. And 18. Hey, we gotta switch it up.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? Now Levis on third and goal. And he's got it. It's in close. Across the line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Drake London with the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Trujillo ends on the point after. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback with his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, that's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Penix to throw again on second. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
From the gun on third, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
At the 40-yard line.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Jacksonville right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Penix is going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Dude, I talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. They do go for it. It's Penix. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
On any 4th down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
So first down from the 41.
Diamond. Mo. 40 Rita. And 24 Linda. Select an 18 green. Out on. Heroes down. 90 down. 49 Rita.
Shotgun now for Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Here. I'm back. 54 Rita.
From the gun, Levis. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Hold on. 22 Linda. Diamond. And 24 Linda. Select an 18. Hey, I'm back. Come to me. It's me.
Looking to throw, Levis. Finding Thomas near the sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Down, 22 Rita.
Levis throwing again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down.
49. Hey, 20 Rita. Tracy. Hand up.
Levis yet again. Catch is made in close. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45. Very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On first down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here. Penix working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Hits his running back. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Working quickly here.
And the Bengals first down. It's a gain of
Penix now on first down. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
30-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Completed over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
A 6-yard pickup.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Levis to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get sent.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
22 Linda. And 24 Linda.
3rd and long, here's Levis. On target to Thornton. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. They'll go Levis. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
First and 10 from the 32. Penix here from the gun. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Penix now to throw. Running in the red zone. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Hey, come on, come on. What do you read it?
Levis here on first down. It is caught left side. And this one does not go far.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Levis. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First and 10, it's Levis. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he crosses his sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Intended for Brian Thomas Jr. Incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. It's Levis once more. He gets this out quickly to London. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
23 windows.
Levis now on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Diamond, Tracy. Right 5-4.
And again, it's Levis. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Caught by his back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Levis to throw on fourth down. He's able to hit Felton. This is Cost. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
First down. First and 10 at the 46.
Levis throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. From the gun, Levis. Finds him over the middle. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing his Levis on third down. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they get this down to the 28. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Kick by Trujillo is good. And they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Mecole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, it's ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 8.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Penix working from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To the air with Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, ETN gets it. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Setting up the screen, it's Olave. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Bengals first down.
Working inside the red zone. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2.
Cincinnati
Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Thomas on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
29 down, 22 Rita. 46, Tracy.
Shotgun now for Levis. Completes downfield to Felton. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Hardman with a return. He's going well so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Penix here from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Into the second level past the 30. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
The Bengals take a third-quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead.
Bengals 28, Jaguars 24.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Like 24. Short. 29 down, 22 Rita.
Levis to the air now. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
My man. Hand up.
Throwing is Levis. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Levis here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. You've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Levis yet again. Fits it through the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
22 Linda, 22 Linda, Linda, Tracy.
First and 10, it's Levis. Hits him on the out route. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. Here's Chukwuekeon to kick it away. Hardman with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
On first down, here's Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bengals.
Penix. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Again, Penix to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
It's second down and goal.
Here's Penix. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Here we go. 19 Lions. 60, Panther 11.
Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possessions.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thornton on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Like 54. Tracy's. Panda.
From the gun, Levis. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Offense up to the line fast.
14 yards. And the Jaguars, 1st down.
Diamond.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. Nice gain left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
The 46-yard line.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. First and 10 now from the 46.
And like 13. Like short. 18.
Levis setting to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Tracy. 20 Rita. 18.
Levis throwing again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 31.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
22 Linda. Diamond. 54 Rita. 49's down. 22 Rita.
After that pick, here's Levis. Finding Thomas near the sideline. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Levis. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On 1st down, here's Levis. Complete left side to Thomas. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
It's Levis once more. On target to Thornton. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And again, it's Levis. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Complete to Drake London. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Levis. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knocked it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
22 Linda, 22 Diamond.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Gets this out quickly to London. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
54 Rita, 49's down, 22 Rita. Up, Diamond. Detroit. Hey, 24 Linda. Hey, Mayday.
Desperation time here. Put the body on the line for his team. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
22 Linda.
Line up the design keeper. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the 4th. Will Levis with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the shotgun, Penix. Brought in right side. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
11 on the play. And the Bengals 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Bengals with a little more work to do to win it here. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And he only manages one couple of defenders there to bring him down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Here he is to throw. It's complete. This is Olave. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's another Bengals first down.
He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So the Bengals take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good